I really grew up on this music. I never thought as a child that all these people that I admired and just everything that I knew about, the Houston scene, the Houston culture that I was just so attached to and I was gravitating towards when I was younger. I never thought that, as an adult that I would be, reliving this moment. And so that part has been really special to me.
It's always been really strange to me that something that was so important and so pivotal in my life isn't known as much as it should be past Texas, So for me to be a part of bringing such a big part of my childhood to the forefront of media right now was so important and so necessary, and something that I could really say it was a personal passion, you know what I'm saying? Chill did a good job of making his personal passion our personal passion, so everybody on set isn't just working for a check or working to look good. They working to make something happen, and I think from that first call, that's where I was at with it.
Screw music, like you see it in everyday, like people use it and sample it. Like I really want them to understand who he was. Like I'm originally from Missouri, you know what I'm saying? But we knew of Screw. Like I find that because we pulled from all different. We pulled from Cali, we pulled from New York, we pulled from the South. But I find that the rest of the world really needs to understand like how impactful and influential he has been to today's music.
If you look at the whole of the last, 20 years of Houston music, most of it has revolved or been affected or touched in some form or fashion by DJ Screw. Not just Houston music, but like so much music. I mean, Drake's music, you can go on and on. Travis Scott, all kind of major artists. Everybody in some form or fashion have been impacted by Screw. Now for us particularly here, it's personal. Like this is Houston music. To tell his story is to tell all our story. You know what I'm saying? To actually make people understand that it was the music, it was the culture, it was the way of life. All that came together in one little movement, man, and it all revolved around Screw. So his story is not only, special, it's historical, and it's just very impactful to everybody out here that actually, played a part or a role in our music scene.
If you grew up in that era when DJ Screw was, when the Great Tapes was around, I mean, it's probably your childhood. You've seen, you've heard the stories, but to be able to see it now and tell the world what's going on and how DJ Screw has impacted the world in the music industry, it's a different thing. So just to be involved in that, man, I'm just blessed to see the story come alive.
It means a lot because it's keeping his legacy alive. It's keeping him as a person alive and what he created. See, that's the thing about it. A lot of people don't understand. He created a situation out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like everything that's doing right now, he was doing that way before it even was created. You know what I mean? Without no one teaching him how to do it. He created something out of nothing. And those are the type of people that need to be treasured because they was like forefathers of certain situations.
I want people to know, and I feel like I can really stand by this, is that, everything that's being done for this project, I feel it's more of the passion for it. Having someone like you a part of this and we're a part of this, this is our culture. I feel like what better way to really bring this to life and let the world see it for what it is, and for the love of it.
I believe for me personally, or just for the city of Houston, to be able to visually see what went on in the process and how everything came about is huge. I think we take for granted as fans of people, whether it's in film or music, we don't really know that the work that it takes and the story behind people when they're creating their art. And so I think that alone is just going to impact and influence a lot of younger people.
It's a story that needed to be told the right way. Of course, everybody knows that he's legendary, but I want them to know that he, to me personally, is Texas. We wouldn't have much in the music industry without, of course, and with Houston scene, Texas scene alone, there wouldn't be much without DJ Screw. He started a lot of the trends that are still being followed these days, and I think it's time to just give, him his due, his credit for what he brought to the South, to the world with the music.
It's really just to highlight to the world, to let everybody know, look, this is where this style really comes from. And we're kind of enforcing the Houston culture. Like we just want people to know that we're here.
I want people to see Houston in this film. You know what I'm saying? I want them to see how, even without trying, you can make such a big impact. Like we hear Screw in everything. People are using it in all kinds of types of music. It's beyond hip hop, it's beyond rap, it's way beyond Houston, Texas. But people need to know that it started here. People need to know that we have giants here and we still have people who are making strides in the music industry. But at the end of the day, we want them to also just see people.
This story is too long to try to put every piece into it. It's entirely too long. So many people feel like this, so many people. I just want people to see all this that y'all follow, everything that y'all believe in this culture, how much this culture play a role and an effect on Houston life. It's not an artist in this city that some type of way they're not influenced by the music that we put together.
Stop ignoring the South, man. Stop. I mean, like, it's legends down here. There's so many parts that is elevating mainstream music that comes from a specific place, and that place isn't getting any credit for it. And we know, but it's time that everybody else knows in a major way, and what better way to do it than a project like this.